Welcome back! Today we continue our walk in the park English shadowing practice. First, listen, then repeat, then speak with confidence. Let's begin. Speak out loud. The movement of the trees. The movement of the trees. The peaceful rhythm of nature. The peaceful rhythm of nature. Relax and breathe. Relax and breathe. I found a quiet bench under a large oak tree. I found a quiet bench under a large oak tree. I sat down and took a deep breath. I sat down and took a deep breath. I could see people walking, jogging, and enjoying their morning. I could see people walking, jogging, and enjoying their morning. A man was walking his dog. A man was walking his dog. Two friends were talking while drinking coffee. Two friends were talking while drinking coffee. A group of runners passed by. A group of runners passed by. Everyone seemed to be enjoying the fresh air. Everyone seemed to be enjoying the fresh air. To slow down and enjoy the day. To slow down and enjoy the day. After sitting on the bench for a few minutes, After sitting on the bench for a few minutes, I decided to continue walking. After sitting on the bench for a few minutes, the path in front of me led deeper into the park. The path in front of me led deeper into the park. This part of the park always felt quieter and more peaceful. This part of the park always felt quieter and more peaceful. The trees there were older and larger. The trees there were older and larger. A gentle breeze moved through the trees. A gentle breeze moved through the trees. Moments like this make walking in nature incredibly relaxing. Moments like this make walking in nature incredibly relaxing. Soon I noticed something interesting ahead of me. Soon I noticed something interesting ahead of me. An elderly man was standing with a small wooden box. An elderly man was standing with a small wooden box. At first, I wasn't sure what he was doing. At first, I wasn't sure what he was doing. I saw that he was watching birds. I saw that he was watching birds. The man noticed me and smiled kindly. The man noticed me and smiled kindly. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning," I replied. "Good morning," I replied. "Are you watching the birds?" I asked. "Are you watching the birds?" I asked. "Yes," he said with enthusiasm. "Yes," he said with enthusiasm. "Look over there," he said. "Look over there," he said. On the branch sat a small bird. On the branch sat a small bird. I looked carefully and watched the bird for a moment. I looked carefully and watched the bird for a moment. It hopped from one branch to another. It hopped from one branch to another. Birds are fascinating creatures. Birds are fascinating creatures. I've been coming to this park for more than 20 years. I've been coming to this park for more than 20 years. Every week I write down which birds I see. Every week I write down which birds I see. Parks are not just places for exercise. Parks are not just places for exercise. They are also places for learning and discovery. Parks are not just places for exercise. I continued walking along the path. I continued walking along the path. The park was becoming more active now. The park was becoming more active now. More people were arriving. More people were arriving. Families with children were walking together. Families with children were walking together. Joggers passed by with headphones and water bottles. Joggers passed by with headphones and water bottles. Cyclists rode carefully along the bike path. Cyclists rode carefully along the bike path. The atmosphere felt lively and energetic. The atmosphere felt lively and energetic. Soon I reached another part of the park. Soon I reached another part of the park. There was a large open field. There was a large open field. A group of teenagers were playing soccer. A group of teenagers were playing soccer. They ran quickly across the grass. They ran quickly across the grass. Nearby, a couple was practicing yoga. Nearby, a couple was practicing yoga. They moved slowly and calmly. They moved slowly and calmly. Everyone had their own reason for being there. Everyone had their own reason for being there. Some came to exercise. Some came to exercise. Some came to relax. Some came to relax. And others simply came to enjoy nature. And others simply came to enjoy nature. I noticed a small path that led toward a garden area. I noticed a small path that led toward a garden area. Curious, I decided to follow it. Curious, I decided to follow it. The path was narrow. The path was narrow. Butterflies fluttered from plant to plant. Butterflies fluttered from plant to plant. The smell of fresh flowers filled the air. Butterflies fluttered from plant to plant. Soon I discovered a hidden corner of the park. Soon I discovered a hidden corner of the park. Around the fountain were several wooden benches. Around the fountain were several wooden benches. This place felt almost magical. This place felt almost magical. It was quiet and peaceful. It was quiet and peaceful. I sat down on one of the benches. I sat down on one of the benches. For a few minutes, everything felt calm. For a few minutes, everything felt calm. Then I noticed someone sitting on the bench across from me. Then I noticed someone sitting on the bench across from me. It was a young woman reading a book. It was a young woman reading a book. She looked up and smiled politely. She looked up and smiled politely. "Beautiful morning, isn't it?" she said. "Beautiful morning, isn't it?" she said. She looked up and smiled politely. "Yes, it really is," I replied. "Do you come here often?" she asked. "Do you come here often?" she asked. "Sometimes," I said. "Sometimes," I said. But today I decided to explore a little more. But today I decided to explore a little more. "This garden is my favorite place in the park," she said. "This garden is my favorite place in the park," she said. "When I want to think or relax, I come here." When I want to think or relax, I come here. Enjoy the rest of your walk. Enjoy the rest of your walk. The park is not only a place to connect with nature. The park is not only a place to connect with nature. It's also a place to connect with people. It's also a place to connect with people. I stood up and began walking again. I stood up and began walking again. The sun was now higher in the sky. The sun was now higher in the sky. The park was fully awake. The park was fully awake. Children were playing near the playground. Children were playing near the playground. Dogs were running happily across the grass. A man was playing a guitar. A man was playing a guitar. A small group of people had gathered around him. A small group of people had gathered around him. I stopped for a moment to listen. I stopped for a moment to listen. It was time to head back home. It was time to head back home. I took one last look around. I took one last look around. The trees, the lake, the flowers, and the people the trees, the lake, the flowers, and the people all created a beautiful scene. All created a beautiful scene. Slowing down can help us appreciate the world around us. Slowing down can help us appreciate the world around us. I felt refreshed and energized. I felt refreshed and energized. Ready to start the rest of my day. Ready to start the rest of my day. If you repeated the sentences with me, write "done" in the comments. I'd love to see how many of you practiced today. And if this video helped you, subscribe for more English listening and speaking practice. Remember, this is the Rocket English Podcast, the place where your English takes off.